enlightenment, you manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasian.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you, and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, everyone. I welcome all of you watching us right now on YouTube, Facebook, and other social media platforms. I welcome all of you today for this Parashakti Akashic readings, where we will be witnessing the Akashic readings directly revealed by Devi Parashakti herself.
If you are here, it means existence wants you to be here in this form. You are not an accident, but you are a conscious miracle of existence. Existence is trying to express itself through you. Welcome to the sacred spiritual experience, your digital experience of the divine.
And this may be what all of you think as your first time in the presence of a divine being, a divine cosmic being. But this is not the first time this energy has graced planet Earth. And if you are watching this now, it is not a coincidence, but a cosmic intervention in your life to make you manifest what you want.
How is this possible? How has this worked before? Experience these answers through powerful cognitions as reference from the ancient texts of Hinduism revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
And now let's see, who is Devi Parashakti, the Divine Cosmic Mother? So Devi is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness, the Cosmic Mother. She is the Source Shakti. It is her cosmic womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in. It is the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on. Parashakti is the main deity of the sacred feminine and the divine consort of Bhagwan Paramashiva, who is the primordial divinity of Hinduism.
So Parashakti, Cosmic Mother, first and foremost relationship is mother. Ability to learn, even idea to relate starts with mother. How to relate starts with your idea to relate, your ability to relate starts with mother. So mother is too important way to connect what you think is life. In Vedic tradition, our rishis were aware their ability to connect with the mother should be directed to cosmos. It should inspire, it should awaken your higher consciousness. It should inspire your higher consciousness to express through you. Your higher consciousness connecting with life as mother is the most sweetest, most beautiful, most easiest and form to ever connect.
And today, out of his extreme compassion and love, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself and gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. So now let's understand what is the BHAVASAMADHI Darshan and the science of BHAVASAMADHI Darshan.
What is samadhi? Sama is oneness and adhi means source. So samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspect. And so bhava samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect.
And darshan means to have a glimpse of. In the Vedic tradition, it is used to describe the moment when we behold a deity, an avatar, or a saint, or also an enlightened being. As just seeing such a being can cleanse the karmas of lifetimes and create a deep lasting transformation in us or in you, in whoever the receiver is. And darshan is the powerful superconscious vibration that is present around an avatar at all times, and he simply radiates darshan just as the sun continuously radiates light. And the auspicious moment when you are able to catch it becomes the moment of darshan for you. And that is when you raise to the next level of superconscious breakthrough, which is like hitting a reset button on your being.
Signs of Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and incarnations. The divine cosmic beings manifest through Arshavatara deities in the temple and through Nijavatara, the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, through incarnation.
And the BHAVASAMADHI Darshan is the science of the Nijavatara manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness. It is where the formless, the being of Paramashiva, expresses through Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as Nijavatara, the physical form or embodied form for us to experience Paramashiva.
So Devi Parashakti expresses through being of Rajarajeshwari, Tara, the physical form, which is Devi Meenakshi. This is an example.
And the Archavatar, the deity, reflects the consciousness and manifestation of the superconscious energy. But unfortunately, human beings are not matured enough to receive the higher level experience directly from the Archavatar. And so the avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create an experience of superconscious energy in all of us.
So the BHAVASAMADHI awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. This influx of superconscious energy visibly slows down aging processes, improves immunity to diseases. So during this Bhavasamadhi darshan, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energy that heal, empower, and transform our lives.
And during the Bhavasamadhi darshan, our mirrors also mirror that of the avatar. And mirroring neurons, which is a natural phenomenon in all human beings, activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. That is, the entire body can silently and without moving receive what is happening elsewhere through a process of direct observation and experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar.
Readings from the cosmic archives, the Akashic readings, is not a prediction, it is readings from the cosmic archives. Beyond space, creation, and simultaneously. So, in dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. Because Akashic records are stored in Akasha, the space dimension, there is no past, present, future. That is why what you call as happening, yet to happen, are clearly already recorded.
And now let's have a glimpse or a small introduction of the Supreme Point of Hinduism, who he is and what he has done, and he is the one who is actually giving us this science of the Bhavasamadhi darshan. So let's see who he is.
The supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Master Nidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, a macrocosmic ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The supreme pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism and is recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The supreme pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities as a lifestyle for humanity.
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvagnipeetham, which is the Tondai Mandala Adinam, the incumbent emperor of Suryavamsha Saranga Samrajyam, and the present 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam of Kailasa Shyamala Pita Sarvagnipeetham, and also the present Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akada, which is the largest apex monastic order.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atal Akada and is the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swarga Paramadinam and is elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1000 Hindu leaders, the pontiffs.
And he is also revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched. He has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 different languages, such as English, Tamil, and Sanskrit. And these are translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. And over 20 million copies of books and articles, which he has written and authored, are sold, read, and downloaded. And he has given over 10,000 hours of discourses, and he has enriched and enriched over 1 billion lives digitally and is respected as a commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gitas, Jain Sutras, and many more.
leader of Hinduism, the most awarded international, internationally recognized Hindu of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudrakanyas, Rudras, Rishis, Rishikas, Bhairavas, Bhairavis, Sannyasis, establisher of the largest Hindu university, the Kailasa Nithyananda Hindu University, in the world, with satellite campuses in 150 countries, establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems, and is the founder of and is the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvagnipitas, and is the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million family scriptures, and over 20 million digital books.
And now with this, we will be moving on to the next segment where we will be seeing a live demonstration of the extraordinary Shaktis given to us and given as a gift to humanity, for the entire humanity, by the Supreme Founder of Hinduism through the science of Diksha. So we will now be moving to the next segment of the power manifestation.
So now we'll be entering into the extraordinary power manifestation demonstration.
So today the Bhalasans, the Nithyananda yogis, and the initiated disciples of the Supreme Founder of Hinduism will be sharing with all of you the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation given to us through the initiation through the Diksha by the Supreme Founder of Hinduism.
In today's BHAVASAMADHI darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation into third eye, awakening, and various other powers with the blessing and grace of the Supreme Founder of Hinduism. We will be manifesting seeing through the eyes blindfolded. So many of us might be wondering where the third eye is located. So the third eye is the cosmic browsing center, which is located between the brows, which upon initiation one can effortlessly express powers and see through the third eye just as you would to the true eyes.
So now let's see what are Shaktis. What exactly are these Shaktis that we are speaking about? In the Vedagumas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, the divine powers. And manifesting powers are described as a system, method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various states of consciousness. Shakti is manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are the divine and you need to manifest the divine, not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine.
So now we'll understand a few differences between the Shaktis and the Siddhis. You would have heard this term siddhis, but we will see the differences between. So, Shaktis express from the space of enlightenment and as a side effect of feeling connection with divine and high integrity with the Guru. And Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are power or penance for enlightenment and are on the path of enlightenment.
And a few more differences between Shaktis and Siddhis are that Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation by the avatar and are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent and may divert you from enlightenment.
The source of the Shaktis, Paramashiva. Paramashiva is a primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging, beyond time, space, form, and causality. As the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, Paramashiva performs the Panchakritya, or the 5 cosmic acts of Shrishti, which is creation, Sthiti, which is sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, which is rejuvenation, Prabhava, which is pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, which is liberating grace for all living entities.
And now the avatar of Paramashiva, the supreme point of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the 1,000-year incarnation of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, which is the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization nation and the great cosmic goddess Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been a cradle of enlightened beings in highly advanced sciences, and it was where the science of enlightenment and ours was lived and taught as a lifestyle. And for the first time in the modern day, the supreme point of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking pace which is never accomplished before.
So next we'll be going through about the Guru Parampara, where the knowledge and science of the manifesting these Shaktis from one generation to the next through Diksha, initiation, by the enlightened Gurus. The supreme motive of Hinduism being recognized as an incarnation and taught, these sciences derive the initiation and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest science of power manifestation from disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Shividya, Yoga, Yogic powers, Mantra, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Parameshwar Jnana, and Parameshwar Vijnana. So as you can see on the screen, while great rishis and munis, siddhas, the superconscious mutants, who know the science of incarnation as per Hinduism, have predicted and recognized the supreme pontiff of Hinduism as an incarnation of Paramashiva and Parashakti. So the pictures that have been added to this slide are all the gurus who have recognized, the masters who have recognized the supreme pontiff of Hinduism as an incarnation of Parashakti and Paramashiva.
So now we'll be seeing how we can awaken these divine Shaktis in us. So every ultimate truth, jnana, is mapped into your consciousness, prajna, and manifests as a possibility and power of every being like jnana.
Diksha is the
Next, we'll be understanding the science of power manifestation, which is authenticated through, which is in Sanskrit called the Pramanas. So the first evidence, the first is the Shastra Pramana, which is the eternal unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. The second is the Apta Pramana, the experience of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who time tested and verified this science.
And the next is the Atma Pramana, which is an account of the supreme point of Hinduism, this millennium's avatars, personal experience of the power manifestation. And then the next is the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation.
So the Vedagamas are the living applied science. Vedas are the ultimate superior authorities for Hindus, and the Agamas are the pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. The Agamas are scriptures where the applied technology, the applied science is explained, and the Vedas and Agamas, Vedagamas, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are the ultimate eternal unchangeable truths. A reference cited from this, the Vedagamas, are called the Shastra Pramana.
And now let us get ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of the powers of third eye. So we will be first getting into the power of third eye, which is seen with the eyes blindfolded.
So the Shastra Pramana to manifest Tantra, Dharana 11, verse 34. कपालान्तर्मनोऽन्यस तिष्ठन्मीलितलोचनः क्रमेण मनसोदाध्यात् लक्ष्ये लक्ष्यमुत्तमम्. By fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any by that stability of the mind and inner space through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Laksham by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place attaining the space oneness with the source Paramashiva. Next is the Apta Pramana, where Krishna initiates Arjuna into this power of third eye. न तु मां शक्यसे चक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. In the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupadarshi, the vision of his cosmic form. The 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through third eye. So the next is the Atma Pramana, where Swamiji sharing in Swamiji's own words. The first experience that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree, 10 directions below me, everything, I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience all of that as me. So the next is the Pratyaksha Pramana, the empirical evidence from the observation and scientific experimentation. The study measures and compare metabolic cell activities of the brain in conscious and meditative open of third eye state using the positron emission tomography, the PET. It was said that when doing the daily activities, high activity is measured in the brain where third eye is located, and when in deep samadhi state, only the third eye region is active and almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace. And the next is the Sakshi Pramana, the experience and results of the extraordinary manifestation happening through the initiated disciples of the Supreme Point of Hinduism. This rare sacred science of third eye awakening is being made available to humanity for their ultimate enrichment and conscious evolution by the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasana Nityananda, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. As a living incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism embodies the most profound yogic states that surpass all bounds of time, space, and matter. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gifting this pure, great science of third eye awakening along with many other spiritual sciences through initiation, Diksha. Millions of people have been initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and are experiencing the profound results as extraordinary power manifestation in their everyday life. And now we will be entering into the live demonstration of this Sakshi Pramana, where the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be manifesting these powers. So we now have with us Ma Amrita, who will be volunteering and power. So Ma Majra has this eye band, which is which has been scientifically proven to not let any light to enter. So this eye band has a strap which will hold on top of the head, and it has sponge attached to it, which has two openings into which the eyes will just go and stick, due to which you will not be able to see anything. And the cut which the eye band has is for the nose. It will just go and stick on top of the nose like this, and the eyes will just get stuck into that opening. And due to that, there will be no such light that will be able to people who have insomnia use this for sleeping, for it to help them to sleep. So this eye band, a volunteer Ma Amrita will be putting it on top of Ma Madhura's eyes. As you can see, the eye band is being put in a proper manner. Also, you will all be able to see, Ma Madhura, you can turn left, right, up and down and show that there is no possible gap in the eye band. As you all can see, there is no possible gaps in the eye band which can let the light enter inside. So if anyone wants any particular thing to read, either random numbers or any emojis, random emojis, or some words that you think Ma Madhura will not be able to understand and see, you can share.
Yes, you can even put something which you think I may not be able to pronounce, but I will still be reading out the spelling for all of you. So you can put anything which you would like me to read. Yes, so now Amrita is going to project the YouTube comments in front of me. And even all of you can see the YouTube comments being projected. Yes, so the last comment we have is from Ma Dolly Reddy. She has put, Ma, please do a body scan for Sandra Gassan. Got his permission. Yes, Ma, we will be doing the power of body scanning right after this. And then we have another comment from Saranka Yakaran, who is Manitya Lalitakshananda, who has put 100, 540, 500. And then we have somebody whose YouTube name is GB, who has put Ma Kripaya Mero Sharir Ko Nirikshan Gardi Dinuna So I think that's Hindi. And then we have another comment from Saranka Vidyakaran Manitya Lakshananda, who has put something in Kannada or Telugu. If I had a paper and pen with me now, I would have drawn it. So yes, I have a paper and pen with me. I have a pencil with me. So I'll be drawing what Ma Saranka has put. And we also have okay, so Ma GB has put it's in Nepali. So okay, so the sentence she has put is in Nepali. And we have I'll now be writing what Ma Saranka has put. So I have an empty paper, all of you can see. It's an empty paper.
The paper is actually empty.
Yes, and now I'll be writing what Ma Saranka has put. So can we scroll back a little up to, and then yes, and then so she has, this is what Ma Saranka has put. You can see.
So as you all can see, it is exactly what Ma Madhura has written. It is so similar to exactly what Ma Madhura has drawn.
Yes. And now we have GB Aya who has put this is Aya. Yes. Okay.
So if anyone has anything more to share, you can
So you can put a sequence of emojis, numbers, letters, and as we already have few comments, you can put in different languages. We have today we've gotten two languages, Nepali and Kannada, I guess, Kannada or Telugu. So would anyone else like to put in your comments? Yes, we have GB Aya who has put please scan my body. Yes, Aya. Right after this power, we will be having the power of body scan. So yes, now with this I request Namrita to remove my eye band and we will be moving to the next power of body scanning. Yes.
So Mara Saraka said that it was Telugu. So we had today for third eye from Telugu and from Nepali.
Nepali.
Yes. As you all can see, the I-band is exactly the same I-band that was used on Mamadura, just the same I-band which was shown right before the third eye demonstration. So we'll be entering next into the next power, which is the power of body scanning. So in this power of body scanning, one awakens diseases, and medically diagnosed issues, and provide solutions through the awakened third eye. The Shastra Pramana to awaken for the power of body scanning is Swadehe Jagato Vapi Sukshma Sukshmatarani Cha Tatvani Yani Nilayam Dhyatvante Vyajyate Param. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principles of the whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi Parashakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens.
And the Apta Pramana for this power comes from the life of a Siddha, whose name is Teriyar, and he was one of the prominent disciples of Agathir. So one day a man suffering from a severe headache comes to Agathir for healing, and then Agathir uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. And he reveals that there is a small Teraya type of frog sitting in the person's brain. Agathir then immediately instructs Teraya, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and cured of the headache, and thus he gains the name Terayar.
The next is the Atma Pramana account from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam. His one known as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam's life that time tested and authenticated the science. On the 22nd December 2019, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, revealed how Swamiji uses the power of body scanning. In Swamiji's own words, paraphrasing his words, only when I had a multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At the time, they detected heavy metal quantity different. It revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out what the problems, imbalances had happened and where balances had to be done. I used allopathy as second opinion to verify my findings.
And now all of you can also see the Sakshi Pramana, which are the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation by the disciples who have received the initiation. So you can see few of them who have shared their experience of doing this power. They have shared it on social media, and these are the screenshots of it. And now we will be witnessing the live demonstration of this power. So whoever would like a body scan can put your comments in the YouTube comment section. And I guess we already have many comments requesting for the body scanning. So we will be starting now.
Yes. So GBIA has asked for body scanning, Mamadura. I think you can start doing the body scanning for GBIA. And
and I think about in few of the first comments we have Ma Dolly Reddy who has asked a body scanning for a few people. So we can even start doing for them.
Yes. So I will be doing the body scanning for Sandragasan, and Mad already says that Sandragasanaya has she has gotten his permission.
Yes. So GBI, I have scanned your body, and I was able to scan that. When I scanned, I was able to see that there was a small black, like grayish black patch in your liver. It is not so really major, or it's not affecting so much right now. And actually, that is caused because of the bile juice, and also because the hormones in your body is imbalanced. So because of that, I was able to see that there's a small black patch being formed in the liver. And for that, I was able to see if you take haitaki, and every night make sure you take haitaki, and also every day after lunch, if you can have half a tablespoon or 1 teaspoon of haitaki. So after lunch and before you sleep in the night, these 2 times, if you have haitaki, that will help in healing you. So this is what I was able to see for you, Aya, GBI. And
Yes,
actually, one more
so GBI
request I have,
can get
Aya, could you please put your actual name, your name in the comment section? That would be very helpful. And yes,
yes,
Pragyana, you can share.
yes. Actually, as I'm sharing, Madhura, you can do the body scanning for Ma Sudha Dandapani.
Yes.
So, Aya, Ma Dolly Reddy, you can tell Aya that I was able to see. Aya has some kind of a throat infection, and it is not like throat is paining so much, but there is some kind of infection that is forming in the throat, and I was able to see that that is due to slight cold, which is not so evident also. So that cold is what is causing this throat infection, and I was able to see it is not so serious, but it can be healed by having water, with some lemon and a little bit extra of pepper in it, and some sweet, whatever sweet you use, that sweet added into it. So I was able to see this will help you with the throat infection, and it will help with the healing. And GBIA has shared the URL, and Ma Madhura will be sharing for Ma Sudha Dandapani as I scan for Ma.
You can scan from our Saranka. I
Yes,
think she has
yes,
also
I will be
asked.
scanning for Ma Saranka Vidya Karan. Her name is also Manitya Lalatakshananda. I will be scanning.
Yes. So yes, Ma Saranka, now Ma Pragyana will be scanning you. And Gyanendra Baralaya, you can get back in the comment section if you were able to relate to what I have revealed. And Ma Dolly has also said thank you, Ma. So yes, the scan was for one of the people whom I already had asked for. And for Ma Sudha Dandapani, I will be sharing now. Ma. So I was able to see for you, Ma, that your body is very dry, and on the outside it's very dry, and inside, and it's actually because you're very dehydrated, and that is also causing lots of dryness, especially in the throat and also in the scalp. And because of lots of dryness in the scalp, you're also having hair fall, and the dryness in the throat is also affecting you when you're eating, when you're drinking water, and also when you're speaking. So this is So basically, I was able to see that you're very dehydrated, and due to that, your body is very dry, and that will also create some skin allergies. It is starting to create skin allergies, which in the few days it may show up also. So I think before the skin allergies start actually coming up as boils and like heat boils and rashes and things, I would the solution that I was able to see was apply castor oil or pure coconut oil, either one of the oils, and take an oil bath at least twice a week. And for the next maybe 2 or 3 weeks, if you have 2 oil baths a week, that will help in healing the skin right now. And overall, you should drink more water, more, and eat more fruits. That will help you right now. And actually, I was specifically able to see that it is happening because of the Agni Nakshatra, like how Swamiji had said few days ago, because of the heat waves that are happening around. So that was what I was able to see for you, Ma. So you can get back in the comment section. And GB Yanendra Baralaya has also gotten back saying, thank you so much, Ma. I'll be taking Hayataki as suggested by you. Yes. It is suggested by Paramashivaya, so please do it.
Yes. So Ma Saranka, I was able to see that when I was scanning for Ma Saranka, I was able to see, as I'm sharing for Ma Saranka, Ma Madhura, you can do for do body scanning for Ma Onyinye Ihezuku.
Yes.
Yes. So Ma Saranka, I was able to see that you have for last few days you have been having ankle pain, and I was also able to see that you have excess of pitta in your body, and I was able to the excess of pitta is for you to actually apply and have bath. So I was able to see this as a solution for excess pitta, and I was able to see that um, during your cycle, you have lots of back pain. You don't have really stomach pain or anything, but you have lots of back pain when you're going through your menstrual cycle. And I was able to see the solution for that is doing intense Nithyananda Pratanda Vijnasa Krama. It will help you not having the back pain. I was able to see this as a solution.
Yes.
Masuda Dandapani has gotten back saying, yes, ma, awesome, thank you so much. You're so right. I feel dry, ma, and so excited to get my body scan. Thanks, thanks, ma, Nithyananda.
Yes.
We'll
And,
surely do what you suggested. Thank you so much. Yes, ma, Madhura.
Yes. So now when I scanned from Onyinye Ihezuku, I was able to see for you that for you there is lots of calcium deficiency, and also I was able to see that in your ears for the past, I think 1 or 2 weeks right now, in your ears you're feeling some kind of like there's a kind of vibration, or there's like a weird type of feeling in your ears happening inside your ears, and it doesn't come out as pain all the time, but maybe like once in 2 days you also have like a shoot of pain, and then it slowly again reduces and becomes normal, but still there's like a small sensation happening in your ears. And that is also and I was able to see also that your eyes for the around the same time period, 1 or 2 weeks, even your eyes, I was able to see that your it's not that your vision is getting bad, but like it's not happening very regularly, but maybe like once in 3-4 days, I was able to see that things for like few seconds become little blurry. It's not like you black out fully, but it becomes little blurry, and then you just like at that point in time you don't know what to, and then it becomes back to normal. So this is what I was able to see for you, on Yin. So I was able to see the solution for this is that for at least for the next 3 days, this is for your ears. For the next 3 days, whatever you're doing and wherever you are, as much as possible, listen to the Mahavakya, keep playing Mahavakya around you. That will help heal your ears. And cold water. And also apply castor oil one after you do the eye wash.
Madhura, we're not able to hear what you're sharing. Sorry, Madhura, we were not able to hear what you were sharing.
Yes, now am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, so this is for Ma on in me. So I was able to see that there's a sensation happening in her ears. For Yuma, I was able to see that there's a sensation happening in your ears for about 1 or 2 weeks now. And for almost the same time period, I was able to see for 1 or 2 weeks. Even your eyes, I was able to see that like once in 3 or 4 days, for a few seconds, things become a little blurry. And also there was a little calcium deficiency. And for this, the solution that I was able to see was that for your ears, at least for the next 3 days, you can, whatever you're doing, whatever activities you're doing, as much as possible, try playing the Mahavakya around you. Always listen to the Mahavakya. That will heal your ears. And for your eyes, I was able to see in the morning, do eye wash with cold water. And either immediately after that or in the night before you sleep, apply little bit castor oil around your eyes. That will help. And for the calcium deficiency, I was able to see just take an oil bath, and also if possible you can get organic milk which is made in a proper way without violence. You can get that type of milk, or if you're not able to find proper milk, then you can use the proper desi ghee and use it in your food. You can mix it in your food and have that. So this is what I was able to see for as a solution for you, Ma. So you can get back in the comment section if you were able to relate, Ma, on your knee.
So Ma
Yes,
Saranka has
and
got into saying, thank you, Ma. Yes, Ma, I will follow the solutions. Thanks a lot. Yes. So if anybody else also wants body scanning, you can come back for the body scanning every day. The same session will be happening at 2 a.m. Indian Standard Time.
yes, and I think before that, before we conclude, we can maybe just do a last 2 scans. Ma Dolly Reddy, I think in the beginning, has put a scan to do a scan for her eyes, knees, and back, and she has also asked for a scan for Dhanasar Janaya. So maybe Ma Pragnana, you can do a scan on her eyes, knees, and back and heal her, and I will be doing a quick scan for Dhanasar Janaya.
Yes. So Ma Dolly Reddy, I was able to see that both the eyes, ears, and head, all the three, the problem is caused on you due to the heat caused in your body. So I was able to see that you should have more water and do steam inhalation, which will help you with the ears and with the eyes. And I was able to see that your back move and do some stretches. It will help you out. And yes, the healing is done, and Paramashiva will heal your eyes, ears, and your back.
Yes, so Mad, already you have been scanned and healed now. And for Dhanasarjanaya, I was able to see that in the stomach, there are a few ulcers which are being caused, and that is actually due to lots of toxins getting accumulated in the body. And the solution which I was able to see for that is at least to start off with, at least twice or thrice a week, he should do the full Panchakriya. And as when he gets comfortable with it, he can start doing it every day. And so yes, this Panchakriya will help, and also a healthy diet, as Swamiji says. He can implement the neem juice, haritaki, and all the other herbs that Swamiji has said. He can implement that in his daily food, in his food diet, and that will help in cleaning the body, healing the ulcers, and also healing all the pain in his body. So this is what I was able to see, Aya, Ma, for Dhanasarjanaya, and you can get back in the comment section. And with this, we come to the conclusion of this power manifestation and we will be moving on to who is Devi Parashakti and what she has revealed. So every day at 2 a.m. IST and 4 p.m. IST, we will be having these power manifestation segments. And we thank all of you for joining us today for this power manifestation segment, and please stay tuned for the further segments. Thank you, Nithyananda. I request the NTP volunteer to project the next set of slides. So now in this next segment, we will be learning about who is Devi Parashakti and the Divine Feminine Consciousness, and we'll be learning how we can receive her. So now we will be seeing the first verse. We will be seeing a verse which is from the Lalita Sahasranamam, which speaks about Devi Parashakti.
Yes. So this verse is from the Lalita Sahasranama. The Dhyana Shloka.
Yes, and I'll be chanting it now. सिन्धूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनामानिक्यमौली स्फुरते तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीं मापीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्. And the translation for this verse: this verse says, the Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body, with a triple eye sporting a crown of rubies, studded with a crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jewel cup brimming with mead, and the other twirling a red lotus. So you can go to the next slide, please.
So the next Dhyana Shloka for the Lalita Sahasranama is Arunam Karunattarangitakshim Dhrutapaşankuşapuşpabanachapam Animadi Bhiravritam Mayukai Rahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavanim. The translation is, I meditate on the red in color, and her eyes are full of compassion and holds the noose, the goal, and the bow and the flowery arrow in her hands. She is surrounded on all sides by powers such as anima for race, and she is the self within me.
And Devi is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. Parashakti is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in, and the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, source energy, source power, from which all of us came, in which all of us are in, even now, and in which all of us are going to merge.
Out of her extreme love and embodied form of the Nijavatara of the Supreme One of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to all our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashiva himself.
And in the words of Devi Parashakti herself, she beautifully says, raising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Shrinkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is in Kailasa, Shri Purachintamani, Parashodasi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi, as Nithyananda, I took Nijavatara here, to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranya Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samrajya Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi. Taking the form of Nithyananda, I came here as Nijavatara. With great compassion I am blessing. Listen, people, to do good to all of you, I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara.
Again, the words of Parashakti herself, raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence, from the oneness of Om, blossoming into two, Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three, the Shaktis, Icha, Kriya, Jnana, growing as four, Veda, the four Vedas, expanding as the five Panchabhutas, beyond six chakras, filling as Gotras of the seven rishis, expanding as the eight directions, existing as nine grahas, blossoming as 10 indriyas, being as the 11 rudras, creating all the worlds, bringing life to tell and make truth blossom and do the good, For sure to see Meenakshi in the form of Nithyananda, I came to bless every one of you.
And now let's see how we can receive Devi Parashakti. So literally you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. She is there on your screen. So always receive her very traditionally. You can keep 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin in front of the screen as you watch Devi Parashakti. And for those of you who don't know, the coin is actually considered the traditional dakshina in the Hindu tradition. It can be the lowest value. In India, it can be just even 1 paise, and in the US, it can even be just a cent. Swamiji says, I'm not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent, it is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India, even 1 paise is okay.
Next slide, ma. So as you all can see how the betel leaf, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin arranged. So in this exact same manner, you can arrange your plate. The main stuff, the main things you have to add are banana, betel leaf, a coin, and a betel nut. But if you want, you can add some kumkum, and if you want to keep vastram, flowers, you can even add up more items that are whatever you want to offer.
Yes, and
Once
once the darshan is over and once all of this is offered, you can eat the banana, the betel leaf, and the betel nut. You can eat it and take it as prasadam immediately. And many of you might be thinking this betel leaf and betel nut may look too small, but actually, Swamiji says that it may look too small, but you will understand in a few days that how much it will add to your sentiment that really she is there, and you will not take the Devi Darshan for granted. And the coins that you collect, you can also send those coins to the LA temple, and from there, it will be offered to Swamiji. Once you have offered it to Devi, you can send it to the LA temple for it to be preserved. And now with this, we come to the conclusion of this power manifestation of this segment where we have learned about who is Devi Parashakti and how we can receive her. And we will be moving to the further segments where we will be learning about what Devi Parashakti has revealed for us and for the rest of humanity, and how she is helping humanity by coming and revealing the Akashic readings. So please stay tuned, and we will be back after a really short break for the next segment.
Sorry for the technical glitch. Welcome back. Now we will be entering into the next segment where we will understand some of Devi Parashakti's revelations made for humanity and how it affects how we can protect ourselves during this time. So specifically, we'll be looking at how COVID-19 affects the immunity and what Devi has revealed on this. So let us begin this segment. If I could request the volunteer to set the slide share, please. If we can start the slide share on immunity and COVID-19. So Devi has revealed that not only would COVID-19 affect your immunity, but it will also make you much more susceptible to other diseases. And today we will understand some of those diseases that are affecting humanity right now after they have revealed to all of us what will be happening. So let us begin this segment. So on the 14th of April, 2021, Devi revealed Corona is destroyed, but it will take 4 years for the political conspiracies done by humans to end. I will protect my devotees, disciples, and Kailasa. No suffering will come from my devotees, but it will take 4 years for the conspiracy of Corona to end. It will come to an end only in 2025. It is a conspiracy. You are asking about the suffering of Corona in India. Listen properly to what is said. With honesty, I am telling you the real truth. The cosmic pralaya has stopped. The Corona second wave that is happening now is a bio. What is happening now is a bio war. As Nityavatara, taking the form of Nithyananda Parashakti, I came in person to save Bharat, to save Sanatana Hindu Dharma in Bharat. Taking the form of Nithyananda, when I came as Nityavatara, the people who don't know how to live, having me with them, what will I do for them? Worlds cannot be sacrificed for the sake of conspiracies done by some ignorant thieves and who got stuck in Maya. Shrishti should not have loss. Cosmos should not have destruction. To save the cosmos from Pralaya, I made a huge ship. Its name is Adi Kailasa. Adi Kailasa is the ship that will gather all the enlightened powers of this cosmos and save the people from the Pralaya. Through the tricks of traitors, rule of the enemies, without any other way out. Time came for the sailor itself to leave. That is why the sky is boiling and moving towards destruction. People, even if children do mistakes in ignorance, by getting stuck in Maya, as it is Parashakti, Paramashakti, Parashodati, Manonmani. My responsibility to save the cosmos from destruction. I am telling some of the truth. Listen properly. Within the next few months, not in thousands or lakhs, lives will be lost in crores. Crores of lives will be lost. Yeah. I am telling you the truth. I am telling you the good. Search protection for your life. So let us understand how Devi's revelation manifests today. So let us look at the COVID devastation that has hit India and how many deaths have gone uncounted. Here you can see photos of bodies burning in the street. So in May, it was reported that nearly 350,000 new infections were reported and the deaths continued to rise. At one hospital in Delhi, the capital, the doctors said 20 patients were in a critical care unit and had died after oxygen pressure dropped. The doctors blamed the deaths on the city's acute oxygen shortage. So we can see how already in May, Devi's revelations were manifesting how many thousands of people were infected and dying due to the COVID pandemic. And as we have heard, India hosts the highest death toll in the pandemic so far, and these numbers continue to rise well within August. And here we can see how many bodies, again, are just burning within mass crematoriums where they are many times unreported, uncounted, or unidentified. And this is just adding to the hysteria, the chaos, and the severe suffering that India is going through right now. And here, again, photos of these bodies burning in masses, just without any, many times many people are not even able to perform the rituals for their loved ones. Many people have reported that unfortunately, because of the lack of capacity of crematoriums for the mass number of people dying, they are forced to burn the bodies in these mass crematoriums where they are not able to perform the necessary rituals and are not able to even sometimes wait the 13 days for the traditional Hindu rituals to happen. And here you can see how this is happening, how many people are just being, their loved ones are just being burned in mass crematoriums. Literally, cities are turning into these crematoriums. Streets are just becoming crematoriums. And as the Supreme Concept revealed on the 23rd, all devotees and disciples, whoever listens to me, whom I do not need to convince, this is a personal message I am giving to you all. Devi has very clearly revealed to me, Buddhatasmi month, August and September, there is going to be a worse third wave of Corona. So now we are entering into this month of August, Buddhatasmi month. I saw in the vision dead bodies thickly floating on Ganga. Not just Ganga alone, there are 4 rivers coming from Kailasa: Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra. In all those rivers, I saw dead bodies floating. Dogs are eating those dead bodies and dying because they ate Corona people. And the poor people who don't have food eating those dead bodies, and they also dying. I saw this whole cycle. I am not a conspiracy theorist or a positive thinking thought. I see reality as it is, and I'm revealing it to you all as it is. So let us look at what the Supreme Constitution reveals and how it is manifesting today. Here we can see the behind bodies found on the riverbank of Ganga. There is a shadow of COVID, and it's reported in a newspaper article where they found that the bodies are in storage, unclaimed, uncounted, and unidentified. India's holiest river, Ganga, is swollen with the COVID victims. And just as the Paramashivoham revealed, this was reported in May. However, now we are entering into August, and this is just increasing. Hundreds of corpses have been found floating in the river or buried in the sand of its bank. And the next wave is attacking the kids more. That is what is terrorizing, frightening. I cannot reveal more. So let us look at this revelation and understand how it is manifested. In CNBC, it was reported that India's richest state was at the center of the second wave. Now it is preparing for a third wave. The western state of Maharashtra has so far reported more than 5.4 million cases, including over 82,000 deaths from COVID-19. Some predict a third wave could hit India potentially between September and October. So, as they revealed in the Buddhatasmi month, India will be affected by the third wave. Again, do not lower your guards. Prepare for the inevitable third wave. Even though it is being anticipated that the coronavirus cases would peak by mid-June in the city, experts have been warning against lowering the guards, as they said that a third wave of COVID-19 looks inevitable by the end of October. Not only that, but the experts have further said that the third wave could be deadlier than the first wave. It was reported that Maharashtra prepares for the third wave, as 8,000 children in one district have been infected with coronavirus. And with more than 8,000 children catching the coronavirus in the month of May, in Maharashtra's Ahmedabad, the state has started extra steps to minimize the impact of a possible third wave of COVID-19 that may affect children more. In Maharashtra's Sangli city, a COVID-19 ward is being prepared for children. Currently, 5 children are being treated here as the facility is being prepared for patients. And this was already reported in May. So we can see how this is just increased as we are entering into the Purata month. In times now, it was reported that the third wave of COVID is to impact children. Over 9,000 children have already tested positive in Maharashtra, which was again reported in May. With the fears of the second wave of COVID-19 still lingering, the experts have suggested that the third wave will severely impact children. If the virus changes its course of nature, the children will be largely infected. Reports suggest that the virus has already impacted children across the country in the second wave. So this is exactly as the Hinduism revealed. And we can see that already in May itself, the revelations were manifesting. Now we can only imagine how bad it will be coming in the next month of August. So let us actually look at further about how COVID-19 affects the immunity strength and what we should do to protect ourselves during this time. So if we could start the slide share on COVID-19 and immunity. As we stated earlier, BD has revealed that COVID-19 will affect the strength of immunity of human beings. And because our immunity strength is weakened, we will be more susceptible to other diseases like black fungus and white fungus and other fungal diseases. And we've already seen this manifest within the Indian population and seeing how it has affected thousands of people across the country and how these revelations are just manifesting and what we should do during this time to protect ourselves, how we can take baby's guidance and blessing to protect ourselves from them, as baby has revealed and as Supreme Content has revealed, that the only priority for this year is to keep ourselves alive. So let us understand now revelations made by baby on COVID-19 and let's start the slide share for that, please. So let us introduce the next slide, please. So, as we all know, out of the extreme compassion of the Supreme Husband manifesting baby Parashakti, especially during this time when so many of us are going through suffering, depression, hope, loss of hope, and unsure where to turn for guidance, for blessings, for boons. And because of utmost compassion, the Supreme Husband has been manifesting baby Parashakti herself to grace us, heal us, answer all of our questions, attend to our prayers, give boons, reveal our past, present, and future, and deliver profound spiritual truth, and ultimately give us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. And today, let us understand what Devi Parashakti has revealed about immunity and COVID-19. We already know that the world has been suffering for the past 1.5 years with this pandemic, and over 186 million people have been infected, and over 4 million people have already died. And these numbers are considered to be severely underreported within India alone. It is considered that there are up to 14 times the number of deaths as what has already been reported. You can see that India, in the world over, has been severely suffering from this pandemic. And we can see that India, US, Brazil, and France have been the worst affected countries during the pandemic. Let us listen to the Parashakti's revelation made on the 18th of June, 2021, and understand what she has revealed about COVID-19.
First priority. Still, you are all not realizing the power of my words when I say Corona is very much out there with the support of decision makers, rulers, people who are supposed to protect all of you. Due to their irresponsibility, it is there and getting more and more strengthened. It is becoming more and more stronger in multiple forms. And all the other diseases which are waiting to attack human bodies, because Corona has made the immunity strength weak in human bodies. Human bodies have lost the strength of immunity power. All the multi-layer after effects and side effects of this pralaya in political situations, economical situations, social situations, mental situations, in every level. Cannot be described. Wait. This year, focus on keeping yourself alive.
We can move to the next slide, please. Can you request the volunteer to move to the next slide, please? Yeah. So on the 18th of June, 2021, they revealed, still you are not realizing the power of my words. When I say Corona is very much out there, with the support of decision makers, rulers, people who are supposed to protect all of you, due to their irresponsibility, it is there. If we go back to the previous slide, please. Sorry, can we go back to the previous slide, please? The slide with the revelation. They revealed, still you are not realizing the power of my words. When I say Corona is very much out there, with the support of decision makers, rulers, people who are supposed to protect all of you, due to their irresponsibility, is there getting more strengthened. It is becoming more and more stronger in local forms. All other diseases which are waiting human bodies, because corona has made the immunity strength weak in human bodies have lost the strength of immune power. All the multi-layer after effects and side effects of the pralaya in political situations, economic situations, social situations, mental situations at every level cannot be described. Wait, this year, focus on keeping yourself alive. So let us look at the three main revelations that corona has made in these three. Let us understand. On the 29th of 2021, it was published in Science Daily that new research suggests that a coronavirus infection actually alters the biomechanical properties of red and white blood cells. In some cases, for months, this is a possible explanation for COVID. And this was just 11 days after the revelation. So we can see that it is, in fact, how it is exactly manifesting that the strength of immunity has been weakened in human bodies due to COVID-19. Yes, we can. And the article continues on. Sorry. The article continues on that COVID-19 significantly changes the size and stiffness of red and white blood cells, sometimes over months. And these results may help to explain why some people affected continue to complain of symptoms long after the initial infection of COVID-19. And this is what is considered as long COVID. So we can see that literally our immune strength is being affected by COVID-19 and how our immune response and how it is actually being affected because of the changes, the biomechanical changes within our blood system. And this article from the Academy of Medical Science says that the way that the human body defends against a virus is to recognize and neutralize it. However, in Forbes, it was reported that coronavirus actually suppresses the immune system by disrupting the action of the body's immune cells. And this immunosuppression allows for the 2-week incubation period, which gives corona enough time to attack the body. And so we can see how actually it is very much affecting the body and how it affects the immune system and why many people are having such severe COVID-19 infection. So here we can just see a typical timeline for someone who is suffering with COVID-19. And the initial period of incubation is between 0 to 5 days. Then the prodromal period is between 5 to 10 days. And between the 10 to 15 days is when most people experience acute infection, where anytime they end up in ICU. So this is a typical infection, but it can continue on much longer than this. And you can compare COVID-19 to other deadly diseases throughout history, and you can see how it has affected nearly as many people as the HIV pandemic, which has been around for the past 4 years and has affected over 35 million people. However, COVID-19 has only been around, we've only been experiencing this pandemic for the past 1.5 years. However, over 4 million people have already died, and these numbers are considered to be severe, reported especially in India. So we can already see that the COVID-19 pandemic is very well within the range of the HIV pandemic, and will very soon, unfortunately, surpass this pandemic. And further studies have been done by the University of Oxford And they found that the cells are profoundly impaired after recovering from COVID-19. So we can see that literally the immune system is very much being affected by COVID-19, and the British Society for Immunology have also claimed that the effects of COVID are far beyond respiratory health. It also affects our cardiovascular and renal system. And in research published, it has stated that exposure to the disease COVID-19 causes symptoms in multiple organ systems across the body and is not limited to the lungs and respiratory system as was originally thought. In addition, patients are reporting chronic symptoms such as fatigue, shortness of breath that last for months after the original infection, and this is what is considered to be long COVID. And this is due to the immune system actually being affected by the COVID-19 infection. This is exactly what BHAVASAMADHI revealed. And long COVID can affect the lungs, cardiovascular system, circulatory system, and can cause fatigue and inflammation due to the effects on the immune. So here we can see just a small example of how healthy lungs look versus how COVID-19 affected lungs look. You can see on the left side, healthy lungs, and on the right side, you can see the COVID-19 affected lungs, which have much more scarring in them. And CDC has reported that even after contracting COVID-19, symptoms can last weeks or months after first being infected with the virus. And this can affect multiple organ systems and is not just limited to the respiratory system, but can affect the lungs, the heart, the kidney, skin, and brain function. And this is exactly as they revealed. Even after contracting COVID-19 and even recovering from the disease, your immune system still remains weakened and you become much more susceptible to it. Let us look at the second revelation by the DARSHAN. After the immunity strength is weakened due to COVID-19, all other diseases are waiting to attack the human body. So let us understand. In India, there has been a very serious outbreak of black fungus, white fungus, and other fungal diseases, and they have swept the nation and affected primarily COVID-19 patients who were recovered. And in one article, they have reported over 9,000 cases of the rare infection, and in another, they have reported that over 4,556 patients have been previously COVID-19 patients out of the 5,424 people who have been infected with black fungus. And here are just some photos of people who have been infected with both black fungus and COVID-19. The last revelation we'll understand is how it is COVID-19 is becoming more and more strong in form. Already, many of us know that there have been variants of coronavirus that have been seriously causing much concern all over the world. And many of us have already heard about the Brazil variant, the South African variant, the UK variant, and the Delta variant out of India. And here we can see where these variants are arising. The Alpha variant has come out. The Beta variant has come out of South Africa. The Gamma variant has come out of Brazil, and the Delta variant has come out of India. And viruses generally mutate, but in the case of COVID-19, we have seen that they have become much more dominant, and we have seen why COVID-19 has been revealed is becoming more and more strong in form. And the dangers of these variants was further highlighted when the World Health Organization categorized the Delta variant as the most highly transmissible of COVID-19. And it was recently reported that the Delta variant was the primary cause for India's second wave of COVID-19. And here we can see in the small infographic the comparison of the four variants and how many countries they have been affecting. The Alpha variant out of the UK has affected over 173 countries. The Beta variant out of South Africa has affected over 122 countries. The Gamma variant out of Brazil has affected over 74 countries. And the Delta variant out of India has affected over 104 countries. And other variants of coronavirus have also recently been emerging, and studies have suggested that it is around that the Delta variant is around 60% more transmissible than the Alpha variant, which was already more contagious than the original strain that came out of China. And secondary attack rates have been known to be between 51 to 67% higher than that of the Alpha variant. And as far as the Delta variant, you can see already how much the world is being affected by the variants that have been arising out of different places. And the Supreme Court of News has already revealed that there will be other variants arising, including the Delta Plus variant and the Lambda variant, which will be affecting India very severely in the coming months. Let us listen to the BHAVASAMADHI revelation on the 14th of April, 2021.
ஷர்மிளா, கொரோனா ஒழிந்தது. கொரோனாவை வைத்து அரசியலும் அழிவாட்டமும் செய்ய நினைக்கும் மனிதர்களின் சதிராட்டம் முடிய இன்னும் 4 ஆண்டுகளாகும். என் பக்தர்களையும் சீடர்களையும் கைலாய வாசிகளையும் நானே காத்துக் கொள்கின்றேன், நானே காக்கின்றேன். என் பக்தர்களுக்கு ஒரு துயரும் ஒரு துக்கமும் வாராது. ஆனால் உலகின் இந்த கொரோனாவின் சதியாட்டம் முடிய 4 ஆண்டுகள் ஆகும். 2025 தான் அடங்கும். இது சதியாட்டம், மனிதர்களின் சதியாட்டம்.
So let us understand Devi Parashakti's revelations in English. Corona is destroyed, but will take 4 years for the political conspiracy to fight end. I will protect my devotees, disciples, and Kailasa. No suffering will come for my devotees, but it will take 4 years for the conspiracy of Corona to end. It will come to an end only in 2025. It is a conspiracy, a human conspiracy. So Devi revealed that only in 2025 will we be seeing the end of this Kailasa. So we can see that the article has already shown that there will be several more waves of COVID-19 in India, and it is predicted that the 3rd wave of COVID-19 will be peaking between October and November. And Devi reveals that actually in the Puratasi month, we will see the beginning of the 3rd wave, Puratasi month between August and September. And as for Devi's revelations, we can see that we will be experiencing many more waves of COVID-19. So with all of these variants and all of the waves of COVID-19 coming up, how can we protect ourselves during this time? Where can we turn to the solution? where can we find protection during this time? So let us understand which solution the Supreme Master of Hinduism has given for humanity. Kailasa is the only place that is safe right now. And the Supreme Pontificate of Hinduism is the only hope. The Supreme Pontificate of Hinduism has, in fact, opened up all of the Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems within India for the sake of multi-layered quarantine, whether you're a devotee, a disciple, or even interested in becoming a resident or not of the Kailasa enlightenment ecosystem. You are more than welcome to have the benefits of multi-layered quarantine in the Kailasa ecosystem. Every Kailasa has been opened up for the sake of quarantine. And if you would like to protect yourself and your family, you are more than welcome to sign up today at kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. And as Devi and as the Supreme Court continuously have been reiterating, the only priority for this year is to keep yourself alive. Do protect yourself. Do take heed to Devi's words and the Supreme Court use of regulation. You can sign up today and experience the multi-layered quarantine and the protection of the Supreme Court. If you would like to sign up, again, the link is projected kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. With this, we will be concluding this segment of the program, and we will be entering into the next segment where we can understand some of the offerings that we can make to Devi Parashakti. Already over the course of the last several months, Devi Parashakti has been blessing us, gracing us, and giving guidance during this time of uncertainty. Now, if you would like to offer your gratitude, Devi, for all of her blessings, her boons, her guidance, you are more than welcome to offer something from your heart to Devi Parashakti, so we can see what all we can offer and understand what benefits we can receive from these offerings. So we will be right back with a very quick break and enter into the offering section in just a moment.
Nithyanandam, and welcome back to all of the viewers after that very quick break. Let us now proceed into the next segment of today's program. And I am extremely excited to be able to announce to each and every one of you that there will be a live satsang tonight at today morning. As you can see in the scroll below, we have announced for the live satsang. So stay tuned for all the updates and stay tuned for the special Nithyananda satsang by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, where he will be gracing and revealing all of the powerful cognitions on the conscious sovereignty. Let us now enter into this next segment on the offerings that you can make to Devi Parashakti in continuation of this program. Yes, let's go on to the next slide, please. In the Hindu tradition, for every single celebration, whether it is our birthdays, our anniversaries, our marriages, or if it is our opening a new business for the first time, or starting a new venture, or even buying a new car, buying a new home, all of this begins with offering our gratitude to the divine cosmic beings and to our Ishta Devatas, the favorite gods, and requesting their protection and further guidance as we move forward in our life. And for everyone, for every single occasion, we always take that time, that occasion, and take that opportunity to invite God in our lives, remind ourselves of the ultimate purpose of our lives itself, and align ourselves back according to our purpose and what we want to manifest in our reality. And if that what we want to manifest is ultimately the limitless possibility and achieving oneness with the divine themselves, then what better way to do and to achieve that than through the offerings. Offerings are a beautiful way that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revived from Sanatana Hindu Dharma to manifest your reality. And beautifully, he says that until you manifest your reality on your own, we will manifest it for you through the offerings of the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalaya. So let us now enter into this segment in today's program. And we'll begin by laying the foundation and understanding the different significances and context of the various different offerings. And you'll see that for each offering, we have a reference from the sacred scriptures and where that offering is used, where Devi Parashakti is referenced with, that abharana and how she is described. What is the significance behind that description, and what is the ultimate enlightening context? The beauty of it all is that it has such powerful cognitions that just listening and imbibing these cognitions deeply can make you understand and inspire you to achieve that ultimate oneness with Paramashiva, with Parashakti. So let us start with the significance of the divine element gold. And there are so many scriptural references for gold. And in the Atharva Veda, actually, it has the scriptural reference for gold where it talks about its virtues and its powers and even its association with long-lasting life. Today in popular culture, we always associate gold with long life and with immortality. In fact, we have, even so many different popular culture books and movies that always associate gold with long life and immortality. But there is a sacred and deeper component of what we are portraying today. In fact, in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, gold is present in all of the various scriptures, the Agamas, the Vedas, the Shrutis, Smritis, and the Itihasas and Puranas. In all the Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed in the most auspicious and purest metal, which purifies our being. To the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold and exchanged in gold, and even ritual fees were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee, and gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. And kingdoms were built in huge doors of gold, and streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold, and even the horses and cows that lived in the civilization in coexistence were also adorned in gold. And the Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. The